Hi, welcome to Ignacio Community Library Summer Reading Program. This week we're talking about scavenger hunts. And scavenger hunts are like playing I Spy, where you look for different things, and sometimes you can look for real things, like finding your keys, or where did I put my glasses, Mom, have you seen my toy, those kind of scavenger hunts. And sometimes they're in your imagination to try to find things that aren't really there, or maybe they could be there, just in your imagination. This is my friend Barnaby, and Barnaby and I have a story about an imaginary friend named Beekle. The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend, by Dan Santat. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. Here he is. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights. But his turn never came. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things, but thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. Look, can you see these guys? It looks like water. Until he reached the real world. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music, and everyone needed nap time. Then finally, he saw something familiar, so he followed. Can you see the familiar thing he saw? Do you see it? Yeah, over here. He had a good feeling about this place. You can follow him around. But everywhere he looked, he could not find his friend. Do you see some of the things that we've seen before? The dragon, the buildings. He climbed to the top of the tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello? Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that just felt right. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before. But Alice, after a little while, Beekle. They realized, I'm Beekle. Hi, Beekle. They were perfect together. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. The world began to feel a little less strange. And together they did the unimaginable. And then here's about the author and their friends. So that one was about finding an imaginary friend. The next book I'm going to read you is about nature and camouflage. Camouflage, you know, when you kind of can't see who you are, can't see. It's called The Twilight Hunt. This one is by Narelle Oliver. This one you have to look really close at the pictures. So I'll read a page and then we'll let her move in so you can see. Harsh cries of hunger pierce the cool air. It is twilight. The screech owl's hunt must begin. See here, and then the babies. Now watch. On silent wings, the screech owl flies, watching for the flicker of movement, listening for the faintest sound. At that moment, a bark moth flutters toward a tree. Okay, you see him here? On the next page, you're going to have to try to find him, okay? Before the screech owl can snap it up, the moth has disappeared. Did you see him? Look on the tree. Right there. Nearby, a katydid hops from leaf to leaf. Okay, so this is the one you're going to be looking for now. This one's tricky. The screech owl follows, but in a flash, the katydid has vanished. Do you see it? Look in the green parts. It's up here. Like an arrow, a praying mantis shoots down across the breeze. See him? The wings. In an instant, the praying mantis is somewhere out of sight. It's on this page over here by the owl. Did you find it? Right here on the stem. Meanwhile, a geometer moth skims across the ground. Looks like a big smiley face right there. Only a second later, there's no sign of it. Look for that big smiley face. It's on this page over here. Kind of like by his face. Do you see it? Right there. Out from the leaves, a green tree frog long jumps into view. There's a frog. Maybe he'll be easier to see. All of a sudden, the tree frog is nowhere to be found. Poor owl's having trouble finding dinner, isn't he? Did you find it? By the orange flower. Right here. Close by, an eastern fence lizard scuttles up a speckled rock. See, he's kind of big. Maybe we can find him. In the twinkling of an eye, there's no trace of it at all. Do you see him? I also see something else. Did you notice? Here's the lizard, but look up here, there's the frog again. And if you look real close, you can find other things in the pictures too. Up from the shadows, the question mark butterfly zigzags to a branch above. There he is. In the very next moment, the butterfly is gone. Did you find this one? This one's a little easier because there's a lot of blue. Finally, a giant Luna moth drifts down through the thorns and twigs. Big green dinner time. There's no escape, and it seems the hunt is over. Do you think he's going to get him this time? There's no place for him to hide. But overhead, a great horned owl is watching. Sensing danger, the screech owl swoops to land. Now this one's going after him. So see if he can hide. Do you see the owl? He's hiding in the tree. With feathers pulled tight and the ear tufts high, the screech owl has disappeared. There he is. See, he's still got the moth. So the great horned owl flies on. The screech owl waits silent and still. Then noiseless wing beats take the hunter home. See, finally made it home with something for the babies to eat. So if you decide on this book, if you look, in each page has lots of different things that you can find. So whether you're searching for a friend, searching for a snack, or searching outside, Having a scavenger hunt is lots of fun, so check our website or our Facebook page for more fun activities. See you next week.